Hello everybody and welcome back. Before I start today's video, I just want to say that if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, and please take a look at any of the other content that I have on the channel. I promise you will not be disappointed. With that being said, let's hop into today's topic. Today's? Jesus Christ. Let's get into today's topic, Valorant. I just wanted to touch on a lot of the news that's going on with this game right now. And as you can tell by the title of this video, well, it's not very good to say the least. Our first story comes from @Evergreen Lee. Evergreen Lee? Jesus, I cannot read. And it's about toxicity in a video game. Can you believe that? Whoa, wait a second. There's toxicity in a Riot Games product? Oh, that's just incorrect, dude. That can't be. So basically, Evergreen Lee posted a video onto her Twitter of a game that she was in where she was receiving some interesting comments from one of her teammates. And I'll play the clip for you just so you can hear what exactly was going on in game.
You see how I'm top-ranking? Like, do you find that attractive at all? Like, I don't know. I'm looking for Negro.
Are you 16 years old?
Yeah, but I'm like 6'5". I'm like hella buff.
I am like 10 years too old for you then.
I'm actually 23. No, I'm 17. I turned 18 in a year. If you wanna, like, add me, I'll hit you up February 2021.
Alright, you can be quiet now.
Alright, I am an authority on toxicity, very clearly, as I've been playing League of Legends for roughly around 6 years. But in my opinion, this is pretty tame. Like, of course, the kid's being annoying. He's literally a child. He's 16 years old, I think, in the video. But compared to a lot of the other toxicity in games, I mean, comparing it to its closest relative, I mean, CSGO, like, this is absolutely nothing. And I don't want to sound like an asshole and belittle the fact that she was being harassed in a game. I mean, that's shitty for anybody, but I don't think it's newsworthy exactly. And then the Riot Valorant team goes on to respond to this post saying that the team is absolutely looking into long-term solutions for making it safe to play Valorant even in solo queue. I don't exactly know what they mean by safe to play. I mean, the only really safe way to play a Riot product is just mute absolutely everybody in your lobby and hope that they don't find your home address. I know it's low-hanging fruit at this point too to call Riot a bunch of sexists, but I mean, it's true. I just found it kind of ironic that this is an issue for Riot Games, even for people that are working on Valorant. I mean, of course it's not internally like the last case was, but I thought it was funny nonetheless. Next piece of Valorant news we got today is the AntiCheat, and oh my god, if you were, well, I don't want to say lucky because they're just giving away keys for free now, essentially, but if you have been playing the Valorant beta to this point, you definitely have encountered Vanguard, which is Riot's new and improved end-all be-all anti-cheat, supposedly. And it installs itself on ring 0 of your computer, which essentially gives it full access to just about anything without needing permission from the actual user. So this has been a very hot topic on Reddit. A lot of people are talking about why exactly this anti-cheat needs to be the way it is. And Riot's response to this was essentially they needed the anti-cheat to be active as soon as you launch your computer to prevent other cheats from launching before Valorant, which I guess makes sense if it worked, which it doesn't at all. They also released another statement alongside all of the scrutiny they've gotten for the anti-cheat, and some devs said, "We can't get too deep into the technical specifications without potentially compromising Vanguard, but we'll go as far as we safely can. Plus, we can assure you that it's been reviewed by both internal and external security experts." Riot, I think you need to find new experts. I'm sorry, your anti-cheat doesn't work at all. There were hackers day one, and some of these guys still aren't banned. They just stream themselves cheating Valorant, and I don't know. It's a disaster on that front. So after this big debacle with everybody, There's still people complaining about the anti-cheat and just how intrusive it is. So Riot came back with another band-aid solution, basically allowing people to minimize the anti-cheat for Valorant. So let's say you got on to do some work on your computer and you didn't want the anti-cheat running in your background. You could toggle it off. But if you wanted to play Valorant later that day, you'd have to turn the anti-cheat back on and then restart your entire computer. I mean, that's a big issue for a lot of people because some people don't have good PCs that can restart really quickly. So it's just a big inconvenience for everybody, and it doesn't really fix the issue with Valorant's anti-cheat to begin with. Like, people are concerned that the anti-cheat is intrusive and doing something that it's not supposed to be. And now we know that the anti-cheat actually isn't working at all because there's still cheaters in the game. So that's raised a lot of questions with people thinking, you know, maybe this is an actual malicious piece of software that is spying on people's computers. I mean, there's no evidence of that thus far, but I mean, I really wouldn't put it past Riot Games to install some Chinese Bitcoin mining spyware on everyone's computers. And the last thing I really wanted to talk about was sort of the health and longevity of Valorant as a game. We all know Riot has a tendency to just milk the ever-living fuck out of all of their products, regardless of what the community thinks. So basically, Riot has just been pushing Valorant to get into the esports scene as soon as possible. Again, even though it's still in beta, doesn't make any sense. Essentially, what they're doing is forcing an unmatured community, and by that I just mean nobody's really had the opportunity to play the game long enough to really solidify any sort of player population, and now they're going straight into esports. And a fellow on Twitter, his name is Jason Lake. He's a CEO for some tech companies, and he also does a lot of marketing for professional esports. And he tweeted out that he can confirm already hearing offers north of 20K a month. And this is for Valorant esports. Clearly teams are already getting ready for tournaments that don't exist yet. And that's sort of the biggest issue with this game right now is it's only been out for a month, not even a month at the time of uploading this video. You're just not giving your community any time to play and explore and experience the game. It's just straight into ranked. Like, it's really frustrating for me coming from League of Legends, where essentially the exact same thing happened, where the game is now only being balanced for competitive play. I just see the same loop repeating over and over and over again for Riot Games. And of course, like I said before, they're just trying to milk this product to be an esports cash cow for them. Happened with League of Legends. It's going to happen with Valorant. And we saw from the game teasers that they put out, it was a while ago, but they did the trailer that showcased Valorant, and they also showcased a fighting game. And you already know the exact same thing's going to happen with that. Basically, they're just trying to shove products out to corner the market in every genre of game, just so they can absorb all of the esports fans and all of the money that lies in that area. Essentially, Riot has already devalued their own community by letting this beta last for a full month and with seemingly no end in sight whatsoever. In my opinion, what Riot should have done is let this beta last for a week or two, revoke all of the sort of Twitch drop stuff that's going on right now, and just let people be excited for the full release of the game. You know, a week or two is enough time for them to take some community feedback from the game, apply that, and fix it for a full release. But instead, they've just made Twitch drops last forever. The beta probably isn't going to end. It's just going to roll out into a full release here soon. And now they're just going straight into esports. Like, in the span of a month, they've just absolutely just destroyed this game. I don't know. I have no faith in Riot Games. I don't think Valorant is even a recoverable game at this point. I will gladly eat my words if this game is still as popular as it is now in a month's time, or whenever it fully releases, because I guarantee this game is going to get into esports within another month, and then the community is just dead. The people who are drawn in from CSGO are going to go back to CSGO. The people who are playing it because it was new and flashy are just going to dissolve into thin air, and then there's just going to be nothing left of that game. Which is really upsetting because, I mean, I'm not a big fan of CSGO type games. I don't really enjoy that sort of gameplay, but it was nice to see Riot developing another product and something that they were seemingly really passionate about, but they've just thrown all of that to the wayside for more money. And that's the Riot way: sexual harassment and money. That's the company motto at this point. But I mean, if you're enjoying Valorant right now, I would urge you to really savor the time that you have left with this game, because I guarantee it's definitely not going to be the same in a very short period of time. So be prepared for that. And I'm not here to shit on anyone that thinks this game is going to be great or it is great. I'm really glad that people are enjoying and playing this game still. I'm just saying, in my opinion, you know, all of these things combined is just making this game look like an absolute joke right now. But anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover with Valorant. Like I said, it's not really a game that I personally play or enjoy, but I figured Riot Games, I needed to cover that content anyway. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Take a look at the other content that I have on the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Any community engagement I get now is fantastic, so leave a comment telling me you hate my voice or you think I'm a retard. Honestly, I don't care much at this point. If I get a comment from someone who isn't my friend group, that's fantastic. So thank you again, everybody, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.
I just feel like I'd like to be alone right now.